Turning now to a Fox 61 follow-up. It's been 14 months since the Norwich superintendent and assistant superintendent were placed on paid leave. This after teachers spoke out about a culture of retaliation. So what's the status of the investigation now, and why is it taking so long on the taxpayers' dime? I went to Norwich to find out.
It blows my mind.
Patience in Norwich is dwindling.
You knew, you had to know. She came to us with baggage. She came to us with baggage. We got what we paid for, and now we're going to pay and pay and pay and pay.
As a superintendent and assistant superintendent remain on paid leave 14 months into a performance and conduct investigation. And at this week's Board of Education meeting, this taxpayer didn't hold back.
We have spent an incredible amount of money on this so far, and I don't see a resolution in sight.
She's talking about Superintendent Dr. Kristen Stringfellow, who came to Norwich Public Schools from Rhode Island in 2019. And after 4 years in her new role, teachers described feeling bullied and even abused.
There's pretty widespread discontent, and it mainly came from what the teachers perceived as like a culture of, fear, retaliation. They couldn't speak out or have a say in matters that involved them without fearing retribution or loss of their job.
And Bill Priest with the Norwich Teachers League says educators did lose their jobs.
So the numbers of non-tenured dismissals went from, on average, maybe 6 a year to well into the high 20s.
And some who weren't told to leave were choosing to themselves. In the 2022-2023 school year, 160 teachers left the district, about half of the teaching body.
When you start to see that level of exodus, you have to be concerned about what is going on.
President of the Connecticut Education Association, Kate Diaz, had Norwich staff fill out a climate survey to get to the bottom of it.
We heard from our educators there that there was this sort of constant angst of what's going to happen to me. And so to have 96% of your teachers are saying that really suggests that they don't trust you.
Teachers, parents, and students made their voices heard outside of board meetings until Stringfellow and her counterpart were temporarily removed in September 2023. But more than a year later, they're still waiting for the separation to become official and finally turn the page in Norwich.
14 months that's a long time. Like that's a burden to the taxpayer. How I feel about it, I wish they would wrap it up.
I would encourage them to complete this as quickly as possible at this point, negotiate whatever arrangements they need to, and allow the district to move on.
The CEA says the investigation process involves interviewing staff who filed complaints, reviewing financial records, and looking into how special education was managed in the district under Stringfellow's leadership. I reached out to the Norwich Board of Education, and the chair, Mark Hulo, sent me the following statement. It reads in part, quote, "At this time, all I can say is that the investigation is progressing into both the superintendent and assistant superintendent. Confidentiality must be maintained for both the employees' rights under law and by contract, and to preserve the board's rights. I, too, as a taxpayer myself, wish for a resolution to these matters, and I'm hopeful that soon will be accomplished," end quote. So for now, an acting superintendent remains in place. We will stay on this story right here on Fox 61.